Yeah.
spot.
I'll find a spot back here, but.
Let's make sure we're going live.
And is it going to follow whoever's in the center, or will other people walking around be?
It's not going to follow anybody.
It won't.
It's going to do whatever you move.
Okay.
It's
But
just
it
to
will keep it from
shaking.
jittering. And, okay.
You
Awesome.
really can't pause it, so if you want to put it on there and it shakes a little bit, don't worry about it.
Okay. Does somebody know to come watch it so we get some feedback? Okay.
I emailed it, texted a bunch of people.
To a bunch of people. All right. So we get if they can hear. Okay.
Loni's parents, please report to the stage area.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's on. So sound check? Neil, where are you? He's working hard. That's Lenny. I know, I just met them. They're my Index people. I love them. Already, check.
What do you think about all of this, Lynn? It's a lot, isn't it?
This is where down there is where I build my home.
Until the wind is blowing your barbecue off your deck. That's a true story. True. Yes. And that's what, I didn't know that about you. Hey! Can I make a little announcement while we're waiting? Because I know I have a lot of clients here. And something really big happened 2 days ago. I got offered a limited partnership at Edward Jones. Yes, 8 years of working hard and using my brain. But that's like just something I never would have ever guessed would happen to me. So, super excited, yay! Yeah. Salut! Maybe. Oh, thank you for being here. This is fun. Yeah.
What else? Tell us something else.
Yeah.
Are you going to just dance or what?
He's gonna tell the story. Mike's gonna do the intro.
Check, 1, 2, check. Are we going to wait for your folks? I can just start talking. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your parents know the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know the story. So, you know Lonnie. This is my buddy Trey Bruce, hit singer-songwriter from Nashville. Many huge hits, a great storyteller, part of the Nashville music scene, part of Nashville historical connections and society and stuff. And he does a lot to preserve Music Row in Nashville. That over the years they try to come in and they'll tear down historic studios and build condos and stuff like that. So Trey's played a big part in trying to really preserve the history of Nashville and country music. And so Trey's daddy was Ed Bruce, who wrote Mama's Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, and was a big star back in the 60s and 70s, and lots of big hits. So Trey genetically acquired a lot of what he's got. And so my story with him begins 13 years ago. Trey is from Memphis, as I am. Trey grew up in a little community near where I did. We didn't know each other until later in life, but we had common friends that were musicians, and Trey and I became friends and hit it off, and just really became buddies, and helped him with some of his music tech stuff, and we like geeking out in his studio, and he lets me go to the studio with him in Nashville and record, and that's lots of fun. And yeah, we've done some videos of that kind of stuff, and songwriting sessions, and to walk into a Nashville studio, and he has a group of players that have played on every #1 hit y'all ever know of, and you wouldn't know their names necessarily, but they're the top players in the entire country. And
A lot of them have won ACM awards.
oh yeah, all like all of them. And so to walk into a studio and there's 5 of his buddies that are these great players, and they sit down and the process that they go through, where Trey already has kind of a little scratch demo that he's done, and like in a 2-minute run through, he'll go, okay, here's what I'm thinking he'll do this, and they're all sitting there with paper and they're charting out what they're going to do, and they do the Nashville number system, which is, it's not, you'd have to explain that, but we won't explain that now. Anyway, it's like this language they all know, and so they're all talking and they're all thinking and they're coming up, and literally within 15 minutes, they're all sitting in separate rooms, all hooked up recording, and it's just magic that just happens. And it's the stuff right off the bat. It's like, okay, you could just do one cut and that could just be a record that you put out. It's that good. They're all just that freaking amazing. Trey's a genius. He has a catalog of, what's your catalog now? Over 1,000 songs, I'm sure.
Well, I've got
More.
a little over 3,000.
3,000 songs that he's written. Bajillions of them he's let me have demos of, which to me should be on the radio and are great songs. And, you know, he's just got this wonderful catalog of songs. And so in 2012, back when I lived in Memphis, I had a waterfowl sanctuary. I had ducks and geese, and I rescued domestic ones and helped them and stuff. And so Trey and I were in Nashville one day, and he said, why don't I do a charity for your sanctuary, for your waterfowl? Feathered Friends thing. I said, man, would you really do that? He said, I've done gigs for a lot less things than I was interested in. So he said, let's have a little founders event, and you ask some friends and family to come, and we'll play and tell stories about the songs. And so in February the 25th, which was 2 days after my birthday in 2012, Trey came to my house. And I had a house with a big room, and I put down hardwood floors for him. I built a stage, and so Trey comes and shows up and pulls up in the driveway. And Trey pulls up, him and Lacey, his wife, gets out, and Loni gets out of the back seat. I'm like, hi, how are you? You know, whatever. And so so she comes in, and they do this benefit for me, and they play. It was just amazing. Recorded it and everything, and videoed it, and just had a fun night. And food was kind of like this, you know. And Trey told all of his great stories, which I hope he'll tell some tonight if he feels like it, and sing some of his #1 hits that he's got, and so it was fun. And I mean, they went back to Nashville, and so after that, Trey said, now you need to do a bigger event and actually have, like, more people and try to raise some more money. And so we started kind of looking towards that, and so I found a venue that I could have, and I got Ducks Unlimited involved, and they donated a whole bunch of art, different stuff for our sanctuary, and we kind of had a silent auction with it. And Trey brought Loni back with him for the second time for this event. And in fact, I was looking through some old emails last night from back in that day, and we kind of set a date, and then he didn't think she was going to be able to come, and then she replied, and she was like, I wouldn't miss it, for anything. And so, and another one of our buddies, John Kilzer, who was a fabulous artist, and he came. And so the 3 of them did this event for me. And it really turned out well. Hank, wherever Hank is, Hank and Paige were there. People bought tables, and and they really raised a lot of money, because literally I was spending like $1,000 a week on these birds, food, vet bills. I had like 45 birds. You take one to the vet, and it was $800. So, and I just mainly paid for all of them in my pocket, but I had things like this that really helped me. But at the same time, I've loved music and all my buddies and everything, and so it was it was a thrill for me too. So that was September the 15th of 2012. So it was almost 13 years to the date from now that we had that event. And Loni came that time. And I'll tell you, after the first one in February, I was like, who's this Loni Rose? And so I got to looking, and she had a website, and I looked at her website, and it was pretty fancy, and she was, and Lonnie's got, you know, a good catalog of TVs and movies, and she's done really well, you know, over the years. And so I looked her up, and, you know, what's going on, and I saw this thing was like, you know, she would do private events. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. What's the detail of the private? It was like a lot of money to have her come do a private event, and you had to pay for travel and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, she just came to my house and played my charity, like didn't want any money or anything. So that really meant something to me. And she was doing a drive because she was wanted to do a new record. She'd already had 3 or 4 records out, and she was working on a new record, but you know, they needed money for studio time and everything. And so they had a pledge campaign. So I thought, well, the least I can do is pledge some money toward her pledge campaign, since she came, you know, all the way to Memphis and did my deal. And so I pledged, I don't know what it was, $1 maybe. I don't know. I did a pledge, and she emailed me back. And I was looking at some of these old emails last night. It was so funny because, I mean, I never would have dreamed we'd be here with this. And she sent me an email, thanked me for pledging. She was like, you know, Trey and I are working on this new project, and we're really excited, and you know, it's really fun, and we just really think it's great. And that's what they were kind of working towards at that point. And so she thanked me about that. And so then over time, I would go to Asheville to see Trey, and he would need to meet. And so one time we went to Starbucks. Went to Starbucks one morning with Trey on Saturday, and he was like, we got to go meet Loni and go over some stuff. And so she'd, you know, be there, and we just talked, and we just kind of became friends, and talk. So when I'd go to Nashville, we'd hang out and talk different times and stuff. And so
He started slipping into Nashville and not calling me.
Actually, the first one of the first times I'd invented Buttercup's prosthetic foot, which was all over the internet, and yeah, all over the world, and it was kind of crazy. So I was all of a sudden having to do all these like live news things, and so yeah. Buttercup's buried. I meant to tell you, he's buried right up on the hill.
Yes. Yeah.
And so yeah, so in fact, I remember. Say that. I remember when I invented the prototype for it, that Trey was impressed. He thought that was a pretty cool
That's amazing.
thing, you know, that I'd done. But so anyway, I had to go. Somebody wanted me to fly to New York with him. They were like, "Can you be here tomorrow with your duck?" I was like, "I'm not going to put him under the airplane. I'm not, you know, just not going to do that." I said, "Now I've got to be in Nashville tomorrow because." At the time, I was working with a company called Nova Copy, because in 2012, 2013, you couldn't buy your own 3D printer. They were $100,000. And so I had designed the prosthetic foot on the computer. I used his girlfriend's foot as a model, and I had her stand on a table, and I used pictures. I took hundreds of pictures around her, and then I modeled her foot into the computer. And then from that, I converted it into an actual 3D model of what I needed the foot to be. But I needed somebody to print this foot for me. And so Nova Copy agreed, okay, we'll print. Well, then when that happened, they kind of started spreading it to the local news. That's how the news spread. But Nova Copy wanted me to come to Nashville because that was their headquarters. They were going to give me a check, and Aflac was there. And so they had this whole thing they wanted to do. And so when they called and said, "We want you to come to New York," I said, "I got to go to Nashville tomorrow. I'm going to be in Nashville." So I drove to Nashville, and that night that I got there, the show was going to be, or the thing with them was going to be the next day. But I had to go to dinner with like the corporate people that night, and so I hope y'all are enjoying this story. So I needed somebody to keep Buttercup for me. Well, Trey lived in Cool Springs, okay, which was what's Cool Springs from Nashville?
Like 45 minutes.
Not then, you didn't.
Yeah,
You were in Spring Hill. Yeah, he was in Spring Hill, which was further from Nashville, further suburb. Well, Lonnie lived in Nashville, like right by the interstate. So I called her and I said, "Would you babysit my duck for me while I go to dinner with these corporate people tonight?" And she agreed.
And so there was this like crib he had, this playpen that said Buttercup with a picture of him in my kitchen.
So Bo was there. Where's Bo? Is he up there or something?
Where is Bo?
On the motorcycle.
Went for a ride.
Oh, he's riding the motorcycle.
He's missing his mother's concert.
Too late yet.
Calling him. He is so busted right now. Keep going.
So Bo was like 9 years old or something. So Bo was there, thought the duck was cool, and so that was kind of one of the first things Lonnie did. It was nice. She kept Buttercup for me that night, and so when I would my middle daughter lives in Knoxville, so you got Memphis on the west, Knoxville on the east, and Nashville's in the middle. So pretty much anytime 6 hours from Memphis to Knoxville. So when I would go see my daughter, Nashville's halfway. So a lot of times I'd stay with Trey, or if I was in a hurry and couldn't drive the extra time, I'd stop at Lonnie's house. And so, we became friends over time. And then
He's so adorable.
that's kind of how all of this, that's how this started with what you see here, with us being, connected with King's Bullet and everything. And so, and then this project that they did, they built this record, which was incredible. It received high acclaim from everybody in Nashville. Music Row. In fact, I'm going to read one of the short little reviews from one of the guys.
We were an accidental duo. We did not plan it. We were just going to write songs and try to get our recordings on tour buses to get cuts. That's what we wanted. And then it turned into a publishing deal.
And they became a duo, and both sang on it. And Trey's epitaph should say, "I never wanted to be an artist."
That's so true.
He doesn't want to be a performer. He didn't want to be an artist. He likes writing and producing, and he creates new talent and builds up new talent. But when this happened, it was kind of like, he kind of had to. And Trey's got a really sweet record out there that's online now, and Trey's got a great voice, great songs, great stories. All right, so this was on Music Row magazine. This was November of 2012, when the buzz was going around about King's Bullet. Okay, so project's called King's Bullet, and as you'll see at the end, there's a song called King's Bullet. And King's Bullet references the bullet that killed Martin Luther King. But the song, and they'll tell you more about it, is about how things could have different if one little thing had changed in history, okay? So they had the song, and then they just kind of called their project that. So this guy says, hit Nashville songwriter Trey Bruce spent part of his summer months collaborating on songs with Lonnie Rose. While working in the studio, they accidentally created an album, a new sound and an identity as King's Bullet. Her sweet soprano takes the lead, while he provides a dusky harmony part. This opening track wafts across like a dry prairie breeze in a late afternoon. Refreshingly different.
We might need more dessert.
Okay, so,
There's still some up there.
and I'm going to tell you one little other tidbit that's pretty good.
Mike's our opening act if you haven't figured it out.
I like being able to tell the story. And this is awesome for me. I'm so happy and appreciate Trey and Lacey coming all the way out here. He's been in LA for a week, and them just making the effort and sacrifice to come here. So probably One of the first times I went over to Trey's house, I took my nephew. My nephew was a fiddle player, young kid, and went over to Trey's house with my nephew, and we were in his studio, and he said, and he started playing me stuff, and he said, I want you to listen to this song.
He randomly he
Huh?
he just came across it.
I came
Your
across it?
nephew came across it.
No, I took my nephew with me, and we went to Trey's house to his studio.
Oh, this is
Okay.
funny.
Yeah,
I know what's happening.
this is great. And so Trey said, I want you to hear this song. And this is so appropriate because I really wanted to have a red chili pepper lights on my trailer. Where is this? What song is it?
Redneck Fairy Tale.
Oh, it's Redneck Fairy Tale. And so, let's see, where do I have it here?
Sew buttons on your underwear?
Brian.
Can't take them anywhere.
I know I've got it on here. You don't have it on your phone, I know.
I might
I
have
thought
it.
it was on. Trey used to give me all his stuff.
Dead air, dead air.
Trey writes with Richard Marks a lot. Richard Marks is great. In fact, they're doing a songwriting session in Nashville in October. If any of y'all want to
I
come,
don't have it either.
you know. Dang, well, maybe I'll find it and play it later. It's this song called Redneck Fairy Tale. And he played this song. It's very clever. It's very funny. But he said, you're not going to believe what the girl singing that looks like, because you wouldn't picture that she looks like what you hear in the song. And he said, it's this girl from Seattle. And that was before I'd ever even met Loni. And then it kind of became so funny because when we decided to do this up here on the mountain and me live in a camper, it was like, and the thing in the song says, we're living a redneck fairy tale. And I said, we need to
You
put,
are that.
I said, we need to put the letters on the back of my RV that says redneck fairy tale. So anyway, it's Trey and Loni. They're gonna do their King's Bullet record for you guys. It's gonna be great. And Trey,
We haven't done this in 12 years.
right?
Till today. Sound check.
And I didn't want them to have to spend too much time working back on it. Trey, back in those days, would have just played all of this and sang, but they're going to use the band track. So this is the band track from the record.
These are the top award-winning musicians that
Yeah.
he works with.
So I'm out.
And before we start, I just want to say that
It's this. You're looking for that sound. It's coming from this. This is live right now.
Thank you.
No, that's just the mic.
Um,
Is it? Okay.
should we just get rid of it?
You keep talking.
Before I met Trey, the music I wrote was very hopeful. But I was just so love and light and girl power but that being said, I've gone through a lot. I could write a novel about it. It's just I would rather focus on the positive than on the hard times. But he would be like, so tell me about your love life. Tell me everything. And I'd start talking about stuff and then we'd write a song. And it's some of the songs are kind of harder. Listen, life can be hard. And he gave me the courage to write hard songs and have a different voice. And anyway, so I hope you enjoy it. It's very precious to me to be able to have this moment with Trey, for Mike, and all of you.
But it wasn't about me.
No.
It's not about mine.
All right, let me pull my first one up. So we're doing this with readers and iPhones. So that's what we're doing. Let me find.
Oh, I found it.
Oh my gosh, Mike. Oh my gosh. That better?
Ain't you the pot calling that kettle hot? Ain't you the snake in a rut of a wagon wheel calling me low? Where do you get off thinking you're so much cooler than me? 'Cause we both came from the same cornfield on the south end of the road. I remember you in dirty tennis shoes. Hell, you ain't never been anywhere but Mobile every summer. It don't fit right on you to get all high and mighty. 'Cause just like drunk and falling down, we were made for each other. If I had $1,000,000, it wouldn't change a thing. Cars would still be trucks, Hank would still be king. You can't pretend this trailer is the castle. Sitting on the couch, drinking your beer, watching TV, muffins wrestle. But at the end of the night, when the chili pepper lights go out, somewhere between heaven and hell, we're living a redneck fairy tale.
Woo! Here we are. Okay, let's wrap it
That's
up.
awesome, Mike.
That is so fun.
So you can hear
Oh.
how clever Trey's lyrics are.
And we wrote most of these songs just together. Oh, what's going on? Why is this beating back?
Just keep talking.
Check, check, check. But there's other talented writers on a few of these songs. I just want to shout that out too. We want to thank you, Neil, for running sound for us. He brought all of this from Olympia and set it up last night.
Ready when you are, Neil.
Thanks for your patience. That was a lot of words, Mike. Good job. Thank you. It was beautiful.
Yep.
Light behind you guys. Oh, that was
Hey, babe. You gonna hold my wallet for me?
Sure. I don't think it's coming out of the speakers yet. We'll wait for you, Neil. I'm not singing because we couldn't hear it coming out of those speakers on the side.
I can hear it.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's a little loud.
No, low.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cry no more. Helpless tears on the floor. My I'm not worthy
Go, Neil.
Crowing Raven.
Aren't you the crow calling the raven black? The Eldorado calling the Fleetwood a Cadillac. The shrinking violet telling me I should reach out to the sun. Well, aren't you the one? Aren't you the sea accusing me of being alone? Aren't you the highway calling me a rolling stone? The falling snowflake telling me I'm too fragile to be queen. What do you mean? I'm not emotion that you get to label. I'm not a savior sent here to enable. I'm not an anchor, doormat, angel, a game that you play. Aren't you the sky calling the ocean blue? The politician saying that I don't speak the truth. The shadow boxer telling me that I just don't understand who I am. I'm not an emotion that you get to label. I'm not a savior sent here to enable. I'm not an anchor, doormat, angel, a game that you play. Who do you think you are? Tempting me to doubt myself for one moment in the dark. I'm not emotions you get to label. I'm not a savior sent here to enable. I'm not an anchor, doormat, angel, a game that you play. A game that you play. Aren't you the crown calling the ravens black?
Wear your lighters. Oh, don't do that here. Just kidding.
What's next?
Okay, the next song that we're gonna do, I remember when it happened. It happened so fast in the living room.
It wrote itself.
It was like body chills. I'm not trying to set this up to be like way up here, but it was just one of those moments where you knew you wrote a song that was really special. It's called I Won't Be Your Second Choice.
Our favorite. Sorry, it's our favorite.
Groupies over here.
I'll be the train you pour your whiskey down. Your alibi if the cops come round.
total.
Okay.
Let's see, have the lyric for Dearly Beloved.
Are you
That's
sure?
good. I'll fake it. Yeah, I've already checked. I don't seem to have it.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is how we do it. Let's send him a lyric.
Thank you.
I am.
See, it made a wave, but I don't see where it went.
Oh. I just did a little early.
Oh, okay.
Do you have it?
Yep.
Okay, this is like a little dark because this is a wedding weekend, but this is the music we wrote, so it's called Dearly Beloved. Here we go. This is fun. I don't see the flowers. I don't see the trees. I can't hear you breathing, feel you reaching out for me. I stopped feeling possible. I stopped feeling hurt. I quit drinking memories. I'm burying my pretty things in the dirt. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to lay this whole love deep in the clay. Ashes to ashes, bitter bones to dust. Laugh if you want to and cry if you must. I packed all the boxes. I packed up my car. I called all our old friends on the phone and told them here we are, kneeling over a hole in the ground. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to lay this whole love deep in the clay. Ashes to ashes, bitter bones to dust. Laugh if you want to and cry if you Dearly beloved, time's a fragile thing. Tie a rope to the bottom branch and let that loose. Ashes to ashes, bitter bones to dust. Laugh if you want to and cry if you Are these musicians amazing? Okay. Woo!
That was Rocky.
Thanks, you guys. We're gonna do like 4 more, and then Trey can stay and sing songs if he wants to. You guys are in for such a treat. What's next? What? Blue Love? Okay. I love Blue Love. Trey wrote Blue Love with John Goodwin, who I really love.
It would be a good song for Tim and Faith. I think. Because they've been through it all at this point.
Yeah, that would be.
Is this One Brick Shy?
This is Blue Love.
Oh, Blue Love.
the hero I met in the bar. And we're not the perfect pair, and we got the scars to prove it. But you are the rhythm of my heart. It's a blue love, almost true love. It's been through enough. Pain, tears, and rain, it ain't going away. It ain't blue love. It cuts right through. It's one shade darker than a woman's dreams, and two shades lighter than lonely would be. It's the blue love. It's the blue love. We're more like wildflowers than daisies in the garden. We grow where we want, keep coming home. You wanted it than anybody else could. The sweetest pain I've ever known. It's so blue love, almost true love. It's been through enough. Pain, tears, and rain, it ain't going away. It ain't blue love that cuts right through us. It's one shade darker than a woman's dreams, and two shades lighter than love would be. It's blue love. It's a blue love, almost true love. It's the color of night and the morning sky. It gets me down, it gets me high. It ain't love that cuts right through. It's one shade darker than a woman's dreams, two shades lighter than lonely would be. It's blue. It's blue. It's Thanks, guys. You guys doing okay?
How about watermelon sun?
How about what?
Watermelon sun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on there.
Played it.
First off, cute.
Oh, thank you. Kind of hard to do it when they lines like this.
Okay.
What are we doing?
What were you thinking? Are you good for a few more songs, you guys?
Oh, yes, one for Chai. You got to do that one, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is super special. I'm looking at you.
I can tell you what you want to hear. I know that's what you need. I can try my best to feel what I did. shoot a bullet from the gun. We can't recreate a moment when it's already gone. What were you thinking doing me wrong? Did you think you could just cover up this mess? All I see is hurting you inside my head. You're such a silly little boy. Did you think my heart was just a toy? When I crossed your mind for just a minute, did you stop before you did it? You can't give the first time away more than once. You can't unshoot a bullet from a gun. We can't recreate a moment when it's already gone. What were you thinking doing me wrong? What were you thinking doing me wrong?
Oh yeah, dude.
Love that. You know, when we were singing it, that was the first song. No, I'm not the same girl was the first song we wrote, but this was like the second song we wrote
It was,
over at
yeah.
BMI in the writer room.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
right.
that. Yeah.
Beautiful, guys,
Honest
beautiful.
words about hurt and pain.
Hurt.
If it didn't happen to you, it happened to your sister or somebody you know. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is so lovely. So this one, do you remember when we wrote this?
Not really. Not really.
But it is our only music video
Which one is it? The brick one?
that was shot in my house in Nashville. And
Yeah.
I don't even know where that is.
I have it on my computer.
Anyway, it was really fun shooting a video with this guy. He's
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, real quick, we write these songs, but in real life, it's more just playful. You know, but we can really like write a real heartbreaker, right? So this is One Brick Shy.
Oh, so good, you guys. Oh.
Where'd my baby go? Just 10 short years ago, you would have walked through fire for me.
You know I'm still right here, but I slowly disappear.
And
Every last chance sets me free.
every time I talk, it's like I'm speaking to a wall, and I just can't get through to you.
One stone at a time. It's getting just too high to climb.
What am I supposed to do?
It took so long to build that I don't know where to start. To tell you just what killed the love out of my heart. I don't know what's gonna be the final straw, but we're just one break shy of a war.
Never used to hide your feelings on the other side, where I can't get my arms around.
It's like someone cut the lights and no one said goodnight.
And now I feel like such a fool.
So long to build that I don't know where to start.
To tell you just what
Killed the love out of my heart, and I don't know what's gonna be the final straw, but we're just one break shy of a war. I wish it didn't feel like this. I wish I wanted one more touch, one more kiss. You might think I gave up the fight, but this fortress didn't get here overnight. Took so long to build that I don't know where to start. To tell you just what killed the love out of my heart, and I don't know what's gonna be the final straw, but we're just one break shy of a war. Oh, we're just one break shy of a war. All right. Yeah. What's next, Lacey? You're in charge of our set.
The last one is tequila, right?
Bones. Okay, this is our last one, unless you want to do tequila, which we weren't gonna do it, but we probably need to do it now. So we're gonna do two more. I love this song. This is one of my favorites.
You want to bump me a lyric on that, brother?
Yeah. Sister, I am right here.
That was just your contact. But I'll give you a call.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I can't get rid of your contact.
It's not.
That's okay. Do it again. Okay, I'll just
Here, no.
I'll follow it along. I'll figure it out.
Here, I did it anyway. Go to your text message.
I'm with you.
Pretty cute.
Pretty cute.
Will used to have these songs memorized, but that was 12 years ago. So. It's just the internet.
okay, just
The
sing it.
internet's really slow. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Let's go.
Which song is this?
Bones of Tequila Roses.
Oh, I've got that one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got my King's Bullet.
Good Lord.
You gotta do both.
Good
You gotta do
Lord.
both.
Look at all these faces that I love. This is so special.
We love you.
Yeah. This is wonderful. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Larry.
Well, that's country.
I just wish someone would cut this. I love it.
It all started with a fifth of mezcal and some Joe with no last name. 3 rolls of quarters and a jukebox, crying blue eyes and rain. It all ended on a Sunday morning in a motel down the road. 2 cups of coffee, an awkward goodbye, and a stolen crimson rose. She hears the weather, petals falling, the sound of I'm sorry, teardrops falling, the vapor trail of promises unspoken, empty bottles and the bowls of tequila roses. Daddy missed a curve on the highway in the rain when she was 9. Little baby, she hears the weather, the sound of I'm sorry, teardrops calling, the vapor trail of promises unspoken, and the bowls of tequila roses. She blows smoke rings just to watch them fade. Sometimes broken hearts just get that way. She hears the withered petals falling, the sound of I'm sorry, teardrops calling, the vapor trail of promises unspoken, empty bottles and the bowls of tequila roses. 3 rolls of quarters and a jukebox, crying blue eyes and rain.
Thank you. So you can download this on Spotify, Amazon Music.
Tidal, Ditto, everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. So go get it if you want to hear it again.
Bump me the King's Bullet lyric. Got it. Whoop. Your contact again.
That's been doing that to
We
me
did
too.
it that way earlier and it worked.
Yeah, I did it several times.
Let's just try it one more time. Are you sure you don't have it?
I don't think. Way when that happens for some reason.
While they're trying to figure this out, this is amazing for Loni to do this because she's I tease her all the time that.
Here, come
Stand
behind me.
behind you. I tease her all the time that I used to know like this singer songwriter girl, but I'm dating a financial advisor. And it's kind of weird. I'm like, it was your twin sister or somebody like that. She's done no music. She's been so focused on her new career, and I miss it so much. And see her come up here and have a ball.
Loni called me and she said, all Mike wants for his wedding present is to hear the King's Boulevard.
And she said she was doing this for me. I said, no, this has got to be fun for you, and I want this to, be a good time, and you to now do music for the fun of it and not have to make a living at it. So this is great. You're having a great time, and you.
Thank you. I love you, Mike. He's my #1 fan. Okay, I don't know what's going on, Trey. I can't. Here, it's almost like.
It wouldn't come into my text, but it did.
All right, let's just try. Okay, you guys, just bear with us.
I'll catch up.
No.
Figure it out.
Finally.
We're losing them, they're leaving.
All right, well, I don't know. I guess we'll just wing it. Okay, we're going to wing it. So this song is so special, and this is the one that Mike was talking about in the beginning that, it's just amazing all the little things that happen in life that change everything. And if some of those things had gone a different way, what a different world it would be.
It's like, I tried to imagine, like Hank Williams Sr. died drunk in the backseat of his Cadillac on the side of the road. So I tried to imagine if his Cadillac came to life, slipped out of gear, rolled out into traffic and hit a car and woke him up before he passed out dead. And if King's bullet had just shifted a little bit and hit him in the arm instead, what a difference the world would be. So, and that idea just kind of ate my lunch one day. I didn't know where the song came from. So here goes.
Excuse me.
If I had been Hank's caddy on the side of the road, I'd have heard him breathing slow, and right before his life let go, maybe I could have slipped out of gear, rolled out, hit a car, jump-started his lonely heart, right there in the dark. But I'm just a nickel and a dime in a $1 billion crowd. How much difference can I make? Oh, I'm just a grain of sand in time on a beach that goes as wide, never ending as the sky. How much difference can I make if I don't try? If I had been King's bullet, sliced through the air on saddle wings of despair, right out of nowhere. If I'd have leaned
So I've got this idea. Do like, I have. So I have this idea, Trey. It just came to me today when we were practicing. So now that I'm a limited partner, I had another person reach out to me and say, "You're the best of Edward Jones. You were a singer-songwriter, and now you're a financial advisor." And I was thinking, I really think we need to perform in front of all the general partners and have a buzz happen for this record, just so people hear it.
Yeah.
But I just think it would be really cool, and I'm going to try to make that happen. So watch out. Love you guys.
Thank you. Woo!
So now Trey's gonna tell little stories, do whatever he feels like doing at this point. But this is super. He's just the best at this. It's just so fun.
I didn't bring a guitar or a tuner or any of that stuff. They don't have a tuner here that works, so it's going to take me a second to get this guitar in tune.
Yeah, I told him I thought.
Guitar tuner.
I got one of mine if you need it.
Oh man, I've been looking for a tuner all day. And I bought one on my phone today, but it's... I just can't tell when I'm in E flat. So it's definitely... Okay, mine is from ZZ Top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let me do that. Let's see. I'm going to read you a little bit of his bio since he's over here singing. Emmy Award-winning Go Wrong. He credits as a copy of Springsteen's Tunnel to Love as the bridge he had to cross to make the trip, lyrically and spiritually. No, I'm reading it off his website. Shortly after arriving in Nashville, after 3 years at MCA in 1993, Trey co-founded a small indie publishing company, Big Tractor Music, with record producer Scott Hendricks, and there he received 16 ASCAP awards, an Emmy Award for Best Original Song, and the first 5 of 10 number 1 Music Song of the Year nomination. During the Big Tractor years, Trey developed a love for coffee, of course, and long nights in the studio. So he's worked with, he signed and developed new artists such as King Billy, Big Machine's Chris Jansen, Charlie Worship, Cree Harrison. Y'all know who Cree Harrison is? Have you heard her? She was on American Idol. It's her sister right here. Yeah, this is Lacey, Trey's wife, and Cree is her sister. And Brothers Osborne, and Trey's written with Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses, Scott Weiland, Carrie Underwood. He's got a bunch of Randy Travis hits, and of course Richard Marx. So he's just an amazing dude. So, but he has a hard time tuning a guitar for some reason. Anyway, it's good enough, but nobody else cares. So even if you wanted to do just pieces of stuff, so you don't have to do the whole thing, tell a little story.
Gonna plug in, Neil. It's safe to do.
And he's got to tell. When he went to Nashville, he was delivering pizzas.
You want me to just play some hits that I've had? Or just play something new, or whatever? Play one I love.
And he's a fabulous player.
I'll play something just to cleanse the palate a little bit, and then maybe I'll smash a few hits together, because you might know some of them. So when I'm writing without an artist, I write stream of consciousness, which means I'm just flying down a hill with no brakes, hoping the words will save me. And sometimes they show up, and this is a song about nothing. It's called Rodeo. Because it's the third word in the song. Other than that, it has no meaning. Well, there's a rodeo out on the edge of. Now you can sit here with me. That's all right. Well, there's a rodeo. Turn my mic on.
Except he turned his on. Mine's on his off.
1, 1, 2, mic check 1, mic check 1.
Check, check. Oh, Trey's gonna play and I'm not gonna sing.
Check 1, 2. There's a rodeo out on the edge of town. That's where the city girls are found, rolling up their britches, walking on their toes, ditching daddy's car down a gravel road, waking up blind on the wrong side of the track. Phones are ringing, dogs are barking. Somebody said that we were swimming with sharks in fresh water that was freezing over. If I was dead, I couldn't go no slower. We hit the woods running and we never did look back. Yeah, Peter said, Jesus, I think that woman's gonna cause us some trouble for the break of morning. Master said, Peter, don't worry your mind, she'll slip through the cracks of the world sublime. The natives are restless, the truth's onto my tongue. Huh, solo, Mike. Yard was full and it was getting fuller. The mule wouldn't move, so we had to pull her across acres of grass right up to the grave. We lowered that body in the pouring rain, couldn't leave him there in the tree where he was on. There's a car near the door sitting up on blocks, the amber glow of a pool hall clock softly through the bed sheets in the window pulled at me like a silk magneto. Some things you can't explain even to yourself. Hey, I laid a letter down beside her bed. I said, honey, you don't have to lift your head. I'll read the words, I'll even weep so your heart can break, bitch, while you sleep. Cause I couldn't love you any more than you do yourself. My first #1 record goes like this. Thank God for Randy Travis. I remember how it used to feel riding down old 2 Mile Hill. Tennis shoes up on the handlebars, paying no mind to them passing cars. No doubts, no fears, just like when you are here. No chains, no strings, no fences, no walls, no net, just you. Catch me when I fall. Look hard, no hands. Took a little time to get up to speed, find the confidence and the strength I need to just let go and reach for the sky. You know, sometimes I felt I could fly. No doubts, no fears, just like when you are here. No chains, no strings, no fences, no walls, no net, just you. You catch me when I fall. Look hard, no hands. Doesn't take much, just a smile and a touch. And I'm a kid again. I can almost feel that wind. No chain, no strings, no fence, no walls, no net, just you. You catch me when I fall. Look hard, no hand. Look hard. No hands. Good. I was not supposed to make you cry though. I'm so glad. It's the emotion of it all. I can play something you don't know, or I can smash some hits together real quick and like get this thing all packed up if you want. Or I can play some. I'll smash a few together and see how that goes. I call this a smash sandwich, by the way. And you would have had to have listened to country radio at some point. I'm no poet and I know it. I don't use $5 words. Might not sound like much compared to all the pretty things you've heard. But here's how I'd explain it. Since you brought it up, it won't sound like anybody else's version of love. It's like just before dark, jump in the car, buy an ice cream and see how far you can drive before it melts. Kinda, that's how your love makes me feel. There's a cow in the road and you swerve to the left and the bass skips a beat and it scares you to death and you laugh until you cry. Well, that's how your love makes me feel inside. Now, I can kind of tell that none of y'all knew that song. Did you? Somebody knew that song? You ever heard of Faith Hill? I've got several on her. Mama's teardrops from Mama's eyes. You can't lose me. You bet your life I am here and I will always be just a wish away. Wherever I go, no matter how far, my love is where you are. You won't be lost if you believe.
I'm sure they will.
You can't lose me. And I am moved by the Spirit. And I am here to testify. I found an amen kind of love. Kind that makes you fall down on your knees and reach for the sky above. The kind that your soul just can't ever get enough. I found an amen, an amen, an amen kind of love. Let's see. I'm gonna do one more It's not been a hit yet. King's Bullet cut it, but I cut it on another record myself. It's kind of true. It's super dark. And if anybody in here says they don't get it, I don't believe you. How love makes you.
It is on the King Bullet record. It was originally on his record.
I lied about where I was, all for love. And I took a vow that I'd never lie, all for love. Swam in water I was afraid to tread, cried like a baby in its bed, tied the truth up around my neck and closed my eyes, all for love. Well, I slithered like a hungry snake, all for love. And I asked God for a break, all for love. I justified what you can't believe, that I could rob a bank, steal a car and get away without a scratch, all for love. Love makes you crawl, love makes you cry, love makes you break, love makes you ride, love makes you cheat. Love makes you faithful, love makes you swindle, love makes you grateful, love makes you crack, love makes you shatter, love makes you whole, love makes you matter, love makes you want somebody else. Well, I put my hands where I shouldn't have, all for love. And I tried for days to catch the sin, all for love. Prayed the prayer of the guilty ridden, what's the cost to get forgiven for walking through the front door and slipping out the back, all for love. Love makes you crawl, love makes you cry, love makes you break, love makes you ride, love makes you cheat, love makes you faithful, love makes you swindle, love makes you grateful, love makes you crack, love makes you shatter, love makes you whole, love makes you matter, love makes you want somebody else. Well, I took a road, it went nowhere, all for love. And I turned around, 'cause it ain't fair, all for love. Love makes you crawl, love makes you cry, love makes you break, love makes you ride, love makes you cheat, love makes you faithful, love makes you swindle, love makes you grateful, love makes you cry, love makes you shatter, love makes you whole, love makes you matter, love makes you want somebody else. Thank you. I can do that if you want to. You get a cable out here.
So I had it in Yakima. That's where I'm keeping it. So I drove it from there up to here. So it was like a 3-hour drive. Not super fun, honestly, because I have a little contract, a little track bike. So you're sitting like this the whole time, and by the time by the time I get to like Chelan, like, I can barely even shift. I can barely even use the clutch without just hurting me. Not the best experience, but I mean, I'm glad it's here. It's been fun driving around today. Yeah, so that'd be not. I love my bike. I bought it probably a half year ago, and it's awesome. I mean, I've always wanted that kind of bike too. So yeah, definitely more smart investments I could have made. But I wanted it, and I'm having fun with it.
Okay, so I was in New York. I was sent up there to write for a Rod Stewart record, and so I wrote with a guy I didn't know, a guy named Glenn Burtnick, and we wrote all week, 2 or 3 days for the Rod Stewart thing, and then the last day was a fly day, so I had half a day to do whatever. We were thinking about hitting 9 holes, and we did, and we decided, well, what if we just write one more quick song before you have to fly out? So we wrote this song, and it wound up being another #1 on Randy Travis, to which I was super well pleased. And we almost didn't write it. And he cut it 7 years later. It's not a true story. It very well could be. I just made it up. Well, she was 16, tender and tough. Hell, I was too, and I'd do anything to prove my love. And with so much riding on the choice it ain't the spirit of a boy or the wisdom of a man. Well, hearts caught fire and love ran wild. She cried the day she called to say she was having my child. And with so much riding on the choice it ain't the spirit of a boy or the wisdom of a man. Well, it's a constant contradiction, what feels good and what feels right. When you live with the decision that you make in your life. And what steers my direction is sometimes hard to understand. The spirit of a boy, the wisdom of a man. Yeah. I drive a diesel out of Dallas, hauling cars out to the coast. It ain't the dream that I remember just a few short years ago. Tonight at a truck stop, drinking a cup, the waitress smiles and she winks at me and says, my shift's almost up. And with so much riding on the choice it ain't the spirit of a boy or the wisdom of a man. And with so much riding on the choice it ain't the spirit of a boy. wisdom of man. Thank you so much. Mike wants me to tell a pizza story. So I went to Nashville. I was playing drums in rock bands in Memphis and painting cars on the side. And when I moved to Nashville, there was no point in playing drums anymore. I was playing drums like in a funk rock band and just trying to figure out how to work into the songwriting neighborhood. And so I was driving pizzas at night, and somewhere along the way, a singer in a band I was in knew the engineer at Universal Music and gave him a tape of mine and said, "Will you listen to my drummer's songs?" Actually, he didn't give him a tape. He just made me an appointment. So I went to this guy, to Universal Music, and had a meeting with this guy, and he was puffing on an unlit cigarette, Italian, Al being coolie, pacing around the room, and he keeps talking about hammerheads and blooming onions, things from Australia. And I said, "Who do you think I am?" And he goes, "Aren't you so-and-so from Australia?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And he goes, "Well, who are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm Trey Bruce." And he goes, "What do you do?" I go, "I write songs." And he laughed and said, "I'll be the judge of that." And so he said, play me your song. So I played him one song, and he ran down the hall and got his boss and brought him back and introduced me to the president, and they invited me back the next week to write with one of the other Universal writers. And so we wrote this song, and they put it on a demo session, and Cooley is a song plugger. That means he takes off out of the publishing company and goes out and plays the songs for producers, A&R people, vice presidents, anybody he can get to get the song to the artist. So he got it cut, and it wound up being a hit. But before it was a hit, because once it's a hit, the money takes about 11 months to start hitting your mailbox, and then it just hits forever. But during that time, I was delivering pizza, and the night that I heard it on the radio the first time, I was delivering a pizza, and it was raining cats and dogs. The lady didn't invite me in, and there was rain coming down off my pizza boy hat, and little bitty double pepperoni Canadian bacon. And she runs in and she writes a check to the penny, no tip, brings it back, hands it to me. And I get in the car, and as soon as I turn the key, I heard the downbeat of my song on the radio for the first time. It was super emotional. I did pull out of her driveway, but I stopped and wept on the side of the road. It was awesome. And some months later, I was delivering pizza because, again, the money doesn't come for about 11 months. And I delivered to a vice president at Universal Music, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Double pepperoni and Canadian bacon." And he goes, get in here. So he calls his boss.
He knew who you were?
Yeah, because he's a vice president at Universal, and I'd been there for 6 months, and I had a cut. That's super hard to do. And so he calls his boss, and so I've got pizzas in the car getting cold, so I have to split. But a couple nights later, they called me at one of the pizza places that I worked at too, and they gotten me a raise. And so, because when you sign a publishing deal, you negotiate for what you want every year, and that's what you get. It's just a salary. You still get your songwriting royalties on top. But so I got a raise, and it was really some great songwriting stories around delivering pizza. But eventually the checks came, and I was in tax trouble at that point. You go with no money for so long, and all of a sudden songwriting money starts coming in, and you don't know what to do with it. Yeah. Mike can do it, Mike. What's the first line? I got buddies back. Okay, so Vernon is a songwriter in Nashville, and Vern, super brilliant, great songwriter, but he could not keep his life together, and he had it stitched together with different substances and stuff, and but a really good writer, smart cat. But he found himself living in a Corolla for a while, and he was super funny. Like he kept one half of a set of police handcuffs on this arm, so that when they would pull up at him at a Walmart or something, he would roll down the window and say, "Yes, sir," and they'd see that and get all freaked out, and he'd have a funny conversation with them. He couldn't roll this window down anymore; it was plastic, so he'd have to lean back and roll that one down. But so Vern calls me, he says, "Trey, let's write a song." So I met him at a writer's room in town, and I had this idea that I had written down for a couple of years, this title, and it would have been great for him, but he didn't want to write it. He wanted to write something else, so that's what we did. But then I went and wrote this the next day. It's about a homeless songwriter, I guess, yeah. I got buddies back in Memphis, always want to know how is it, rubbing elbows, drinking coffee with them stars. They say, hey, next time we come through Nashville, will you let us come see just how a homeboy done good lives? Well, everyone can stay here, there's plenty of room at my house. But call before you come, just in case I'm out of town. 'Cause I'm a little hard to find, kinda off the beaten path, 2 blocks down from everything, but you can't find it on a map. My driveway's like a parking lot, and the moon shines through the roof at 1997 Malibu. Trying to think of the next verse.
Pizza, pizza.
1997 Malibu. I heard it down. They heard I made it big time. Shoot, Mike, play the second verse real quick so I can hear it. So all these friends came up from Memphis to see the guy, but he was putting them off because he didn't really have a house. You know, they thought he made it really big, and he did. And he was living he lives at 1997 Malibu, which of course is a car. At 1997 Malibu. They heard I made it big time. Said they always knew one day I'd catch my dream, 'cause I never would give up. They heard I made it big time, and they'd all done the 'cause the top ain't always high enough. You found it? Well, everything fits nice between the 4 walls of my car. I guess you could say I'm not on anyone's radar, 'cause I'm a little hard to find, kinda off the beaten path, 2 blocks down from everything, but you can't find it on the map. My driveway's like a parking lot, and the moon shines through the roof at 1997 Malibu. It's not a road, a street, a lane, Parker Avenue. It's 1997 Malibu. I'm in 1997 Malibu. Good one, I wish I remembered. I don't know been there anymore. I'm sure I don't. Okay, this one's a true story. After my grandfather on my mother's side passed away, me and my little brother went through the shed. I'm like, this is the last one. And we went through the stuff. I'm gonna tell you. Well, me and my brother went through my grandpa's shed out back and ran our hands along the cool old things he had. Tools he cranked and turned by the sweat of his brow. Fly fishing lures that he made by hand somehow. And up among the rafters, above the shovels, hoes, and rakes, set a metal red rectangle, 4 white wheels, no brakes. The side of that red wagon brought back ice cream trucks and kickball in the street. We couldn't get no higher. Radio flyer, a slice of homemade freedom. Video games, we didn't need them. We had the wind in our face all the way down the hill. Blood, sweat, and sunshine, every day was a wild ride. It wasn't fake reality, it was real. We were on fire, couldn't get no higher. Radio fly. Well, my brother lost his 2 front teeth, 3 years premature. Why I let go of the handle of that wagon, I'm not sure. But he went sailing across. But he went. I let go of the handle of that wagon, I'm not sure. But he went sailing across the no idea what this line is. But Philip, the handle caught a crack in the sidewalk. Wagon stopped, Philip kept going, knocked his 2 front teeth out. Oh, Philip couldn't get no higher. Radio flyer, a slice of homemade freedom. Video games, we didn't need them. We had the wind in our face all the way down the hill. Blood, sweat, and sunshine, every day was a wild ride. It wasn't fake reality, 'cause it was real. We were on fire, couldn't get no higher. Radio flyer. Well, the last thing that wagon needs is a fresh coat of paint for hauling memories around. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm gonna sit it in the backyard and let the weather do its work. Plant flowers in it every spring till it sinks down in the dirt. Radio flyer. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Loni. Thanks so much, Brother Mike.
I just want to say thank you again to Trey and Lacey for flying all the way here, for being part of our life, for finding me my husband, almost husband. And thank you so much, Trey. It was really fun singing with you again. Yeah, it was really fun. And Neil, again, just such a shout out to you, Neil. I mean, this sounded so pro, it's insane. You were amazing. Okay, well, I don't know. You can hang out for a little bit longer, whatever you want to do. What?
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's like the big day. Get here around whenever, but just between me and you. 4 o'clock arrival. We're gonna be doing interviews. We've got Vaughn doing interviews as guests arrive for the live stream, and probably the wedding will start closer to 4:45. In all honesty.
But you know,
Yeah.
technically 4:30.
Yeah.
We might be fashionably late.
Yeah. So.
Fashionably late.
Yeah. But we're going to have a great time. County Lines Catering. We're going to have all kinds of barbecue and more yum food. And for everybody that brought food tonight to contribute, that was a great spread. So thank you so much. Yeah. All right. I don't know, Neil, do you have some outro music to play for us for a little bit? Sure. Okay, you guys, we love you.
We love you.
Thank you.
So cute.
So glad.
Just realized she said
No, I asked.
Are you really?
Oh, thinking this. There's people come in.
She did say that.
Yeah. No. Try to catch people.
Was that a good night?
Could you give her an arm?
Good night. See you tomorrow. This is fun. Wow, that was really good.